Local icon Michael Bivins actually caught up with Ountae and I. He joined us to talk about his love for basketball and how he's using it to help shape his community. Take a listen. Here he is, the legend Michael Bivins, always repping the 617. I got to tell you, man, it's an honor to have you on here just for me personally, bro. And I know you probably get this all the time, but I still got to let you know where I'm coming from. Growing up, I feel like you have been in my life my entire life. So when I was a kid, New Edition, early New Edition was a little bit before my time, but as I was coming up, obviously, my cousins, my parents, all these people were hipping me to the game. So I got caught up with New Edition. And then by the time I was like a teenager, Mike Biv, y'all had the reunion going, solo projects. You were discovering all these acts. So I feel like you've been in my life forever. Even the present day,
Nice.
before you logged on, I was
Nice.
listening to the joint with y'all and Run DMC. So bro, you've been there forever. I just want to give you your flowers. Thank you for your contributions to music, to black culture, to everything, man. Thank you, bro.
Now, listen, music is life. And anytime you can make music and you can connect with people through music, then that's why you make the music. We all take different walks in life. And I'm just happy to be in my group, No Edition, coming out of the Orchard Park projects and having an opportunity to make something of ourselves and to be able to travel the world and touch so many people doing it.
Now, I had an opportunity to tell you before we started, I'm from the DMV area, but you repped Roxbury so hard, bro. I felt like I could go to Roxbury at any time and just say I was down with y'all and be good. And then you'll laugh at this story. So I told you I moved here 2 years ago, right? And I needed to get a haircut, bro.
Right.
So the first thing I did, I googled black barbershops, took me straight to Roxbury. I felt like a member of New Edition, man. It was great to just be there and to touch ground, man. So thank you for that as well, making the outsiders feel comfortable in your city because of your contribution. So I want to go here because I know it's important to you. Bro, not only have you repped so hard your entire career, but you give back to the community as well. Talk to me about that, man, and why it's so important to you to do that and how you've done it over the years. I know you've been doing it for many moons.
Well, it's interesting. The whole time I was making music, I never ever really felt like a star. I felt like I was on a great team and I was a role player. I was learning my role. And when I was back home, I felt like I was a star on the basketball court in the hood, in the community, because I really, ball is my thing. And a lot of people know me for basketball. And so I felt like as I got popular and I would come back home and I was still playing these leagues and I still be in the hood, I just felt like after a while, what else could I do with my celebrity, with my platform? Being from Boston, how can I help these kids the way people used to look out for me? And that's why it's so important to me. I do it because I have a passion for it, and I don't do it because I'm looking for a PR stunt. It just comes straight from the heart. I never charge anybody anything for any event, no matter what it is. I always try to make things free, rather it be the entries, the food, whatever, because I do understand the mentality of people in the hood. So I try to make them feel like when they come to one of my events that me and my crew put on, my team I work with in the neighborhood, that you're going to have a good time and it's going to cost you nothing. Just come in peace and let's go home in peace.
Well, you know what? You're authentic, and that comes through your music. And also, even our Connect, who put us together for this interview, was telling me all the years you've been involved with the community and doing things and even helping NESN along the way. I just think you're a very
Yes.
authentic person, and that's a big part of it. In fact, we were at your most recent event, bro, with hoops in the community as well. I want to play a clip of that and get your thoughts on it. What were you about to say? I didn't want to
Okay.
cut you off.
Yo, real talk. Let me tell you how dope Nesson is. I wanted to do a documentary and do something for the city of Boston on Nesson TV. Went up in there, had a business meeting with about 12 people, They were like, we never done this before. We're into sports, this music thing, boom, 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 boom. Do you know we came together, did one of the dopest Bell Biv DeVoe documentaries, and we both walked across that stage and won an Emmy together. I
Wow.
love NESN like never before because they was like, Mike, this ain't our forte, but we gonna rock with you. And I was like, listen, we gonna rock together. Now,
Man.
we could go to your clip and let's just edit that back up in there.
Nah, we definitely gonna keep that because look, I'm trying to get a let's run it back. I want to be a part of let's run it back. Let's do something else, baby. All right, so here's a clip right here, and then I'll get your thoughts on the other side of it.
And this park
Okay.
is full of life throughout the summer. 8, 12 weeks of basketball, really energized, food, music. We kind of light this community up to bring all the surrounding neighborhoods into the park and utilize the purpose that it was designed to do. In honor of Mike Bivins also. He was a young man in this community that loved basketball and lived basketball. But we just want to cheer on our NBA team, our Boston Celtics. Big big shout out for Boston Celtics. Come on, can we hear some noise? Can we get some noise for Boston Celtics?
So tell me about this. I see the hoops. It's a hoops bus. Tell me what's going on there.
Man, listen, the Celtics bus is moving through the community. Big bro Tony Richards runs a program called No Books, No Ball. On Saturdays, I do a 13 under league called the Junior Pro, Mike Bibb Junior Pro. And they were going to come through on Sunday, but they had the game Sunday, so they had to do it Saturday. And it was a blessing, man. We got all the pictures and videos of the kids on the bus, kids in front of the bus, kids playing the hoop on the back of the bus. It's what it's all about, to be able to touch a franchise like the Celtics and to be able to have that franchise come to the hood for a couple of hours, man. It's a blessing, man. I know those kids, that might be the closest some of them get to feeling what it's like to be at the Boston Garden or to touch an NBA champion team from.
Special thanks to Michael Bivins. We actually hope to have him back on here to talk Celtics with us soon on Hold My Banner. But tremendous stuff in the community from him, as he always has. He's always repped the community, Ountae. That's why I wanted to bring that up to him. And just stepping foot in Roxbury when I got here as a New Edition fan meant a lot to me.